Good morning, afternoon, and evening, everybody. And I am back again. What a strange weather. Last week it was like 21, 22 degrees Celsius here in Holland. And this morning it was super cold. I mean, the sun is out, but it's like, woo. Last week I was sitting in the sun, and now I'm sitting inside with a sweater on or a jumper. Anyway, whatever we call it, it doesn't matter. So, yesterday I posted a little Facebook image about the precept, be true to your way and your being. And someone asked a question about it because last time, a while ago, I spoke about being true to your way and your being is actually being true to your dual way, and your being is non-duality. So ultimately, this is really about the relative reality and the ultimate reality. And normally, we focus only on the relative reality. This is separateness. I, you, me, this, that. So in the dual world, the dual elements. And this also, I see a lot that when people teach, they only teach the dual reality. So for example, I'm here, you're there, I'm giving you a treatment, I'm sending you Reiki, I'm doing this to you. It's all very separate, right? What is wonderful, because yes, we do live in a dual reality. However, at the same time, we also live in a non-dual reality, or the ultimate reality. It's not that the ultimate reality we have to work towards it. No, it's already existing at this moment in time. This ultimate reality is here already. I am the universe and the universe is me. So what it means is that if I'm the universe completely, that's the ultimate reality. It's already here. So therefore, it's not that there's only the relative reality or the dual reality, or there's only the non-dual reality, the ultimate reality. They're both here at the same time. We all have probably heard this phrase, heaven on earth, is exactly saying the same thing. Earth being as duality, heaven being non-duality. Heaven is on earth, that marriage of relative and ultimate reality. So therefore also, when we teach, we also need to teach not just from the relative reality, but also at the same time from the ultimate reality. We have to bring our students to an awareness of this ultimate reality. What is this ultimate reality? Mika Sui actually pointed this out already. Your great bright light, the Reiki 3 symbol and mantra, the embodiment of the Reiki 3 symbol and mantra. And he pointed this very, very clearly out in the precepts. Maybe some people might not see it, but it's there, hidden within the precepts. We have this same concept. Relative reality, do not anger, do not worry. Then we have the ultimate reality is compassion. So Mikusui in the precepts also points out that teach both together. We have anger and worry because we see a separate, I am angry with you, or you are not doing something what I like, so then I get angry or I then get worried. And we have the ultimate reality where the I has fallen away and pure compassion comes forward. So, but this is really important that as teachers, we teach both. So for example, if I constantly teach, I need to protect myself from negative energy, right? What is okay if you feel fearful and you feel angry and you feel worried, right? It's okay, is just the beginning step. But at the same time, we have to then tell the students, we're working towards a space of ultimate reality where there's no need to protect yourself. Because if I'm the universe, I'm everything, right? I'm the good and the negative things. That makes sense? So really important, therefore, yes, it's okay if we feel that we need to protect ourselves because we haven't realized this ultimate reality yet. But if I keep constantly hammering on that I need to protect myself, then for that student it becomes very difficult to let go of it. So therefore, we need to teach both. Same distance healing. If I constantly keep hammering on distance healing, I'm sending distance healing, I'm here, you're there, is really teaching constantly only about the relative reality. I need to create a bridge between you and me. All of that, right, is relative reality. At the same time, we have to also teach the students, hang on, yes, that is the truth, but at the same time, there is the ultimate truth. What is that I am you and you are me? So if I really want to rediscover that I am that great bright light, what Mikasu was talking about, that is really the ultimate reality, the ultimate truth. Right? So, but it happens here in this dual world. So, if you realize your non-dual nature, you still live in a dual world. But in your own mind, you feel this ultimate truth. So this is when you become a yogi or you attain Buddhahood. Then of course, we say we attain, but at that is the relative truth when we say we have to attain something. On the ultimate truth, we say there is nothing to attain because you are it already. Right? So this is a really important element. And this is, as a good teacher, we have to teach both of these elements together. And that doesn't mean that suddenly we say, oh, just no need to protect yourself. Yes, some people need to do this, so that's fine. But at the same time, teach them also that they're working towards a space where there is no anger and worry and fear, where they can completely be in this ultimate reality, in this dual world. So, what is the essence of this ultimate reality is, and Mikasu pointed this out, no anger, no worry, being grateful, being true to your way and your being, and being compassionate. That's the essence of the ultimate reality. But we have that in our relative world, our relative reality. It's a very tricky and it's a very heady space and very intellectual. We can think about it, but most important is the direct experience, right? This is the most important thing. And here is where the trick comes in, that Mikasui had the precepts, what points out to this ultimate reality, right? This great bright light, or Reiki, Reiki meaning Kami or Buddhahood, enlightenment. But that is difficult to realize. So that's why we also practice hands-on healing, working with the symbols and mantras, working with the precepts themselves, working with the meditations and Reiki. The more we work with these tools, the more we feel, oh, here's the ultimate reality already. So in a class, for example, I often use a light as an example. Say if you have a light, a lamp, and it's covered with lampshades, and the light is on. This light is always on in you. You're always this great bright light, but when we have these lampshades, we don't see it. So, and then when we peel these lampshades away, we might say the light is becoming brighter. Yes, from the relative viewpoint, the light becomes brighter, right? If I take lampshades away from a lamp and it's in a dark room, we say, ooh, it becomes brighter. But that's only one viewpoint. If we look at from the viewpoint of the lamp doesn't become brighter. It is already bright. Right? The sun is bright by itself. Right? We, from here, if we see it as relative reality, we say, oh, the sun is becoming brighter today. But the ultimate reality is the sun is being the sun. The sun is not saying I'm becoming brighter, right? The sun is already bright. So both teachings are really important when we are teaching the system of Reiki. So for example, in the beginning, we might say, we're going to do hands-on healing on someone. You might feel that you're doing it, right? One way. But then, as the teacher, even in Reiki 1 already, we can already emphasize, yes, now it feels like you're doing it. You're separate. There's your client laying, you're here, this is wonderful, but we're working towards feeling that there is no separation. You are the giver and the receiver. And this is already very simple, also pointed out with hands-on healing. I touch the other person, but in a relative reality, we only see I'm touching that person. I'm touching my client. But from the ultimate reality, the client is already touching you. As soon as I touch this laptop, the laptop is touching me. As soon as I touch this pen, the pen is touching me. But we often only see it from one way, the relative way. And we say Frans is touching the pen. But the ultimate way, the pen is also touching Frans. So both happen at the same time. So, here's another one. If I'm dancing, I am dancing with you. Relative reality. But in fact, we're dancing together. We form a whole at the same time. Right? And this is something we have already to teach ultimately in a Reiki 1 class. Both already. Doesn't mean the student has a direct experience of that. That might come later. But if we say, for example, and I find this lamp is a really great example. We pull the lampshades away, and yes, we say it becomes brighter. But from the viewpoint of the lamp, it's never become brighter. So we practice and we say, I'm feeling more energy, I'm feeling more compassion, I'm feeling more light. Relative reality. And then we realize, oh, I was this energy already. I was this light already. I am this compassion already. So we can see this also in the precepts very, very clearly. Very tricky concept. Very, very tricky. It's something we have to think about over years and years and years. It's not that easy. And then to have that direct experience is also not easy at all. That's the hardest part. So therefore, slowly, but important that as teachers over time, we realize both, right? And that we can teach from both. That we can say, yes, I'm doing hands-on healing on someone, and at the same time, it's like this. Hands-on healing on yourself is a great example. Often we don't think about it. I'm doing hands-on healing on myself, right? Or some people might say, I'm giving Reiki to myself, right? But hang on, if I give Reiki to myself, then I'm also the receiver. True? So, if I think about it correctly and I say I'm giving Reiki to myself, I never say this because I'm really saying I perform hands-on healing, but a lot of people say I'm giving Reiki to myself, right? Then you're also receiving. So you have both. You are the giver and the receiver at the same time. Non-duality. But normally we focus only on the one aspect. I'm the giver. I'm giving myself Reiki. Right? We hear this a lot in class. Oh, we're going to learn how to give yourself Reiki. I hear very rarely in class, we're going to learn how to receive. Receiving is very difficult. Most of the time, our cup is full. Our cup is full of all sorts of stuff. And therefore, we find it very difficult to receive. because a cup is full. To receive, this cup has to be empty. Right? What is this empty? Ultimate reality. Ultimate reality, there's still the cup, and yet the cup is also empty, both at the same time. So, to be truly receiving Reiki, I also need to be empty. Then I'm realizing I am already Reiki, both at the same time. Relative reality, ultimate reality. So for the Wednesday morning at 10 a.m., this is pretty tricky, pretty complicated sometimes, and yet it's also super simple. We just have to think about it. We have to think about both elements. Very simple. As soon as I touch someone, I touch the wall is touching me at the same time. Or as soon as I peel away the layers, these lampshades of the light, we say the light becomes brighter, but this is only one viewpoint. We have to see both. Mikasui, as I said, pointed this out clearly. I know I'm repeating myself here, and I do this because it's a very tricky concept. Mikasui said this too. We have anger and worry, relative reality. Ultimate reality, compassion. Both at the same time. So I'll let you sit with this for the rest of the day. I'm going to sit with it myself. My head is exploding already with these concepts. I can't sleep. No, but it's important to think about it. It's tricky. It's interesting, and most important, really, is not to intellectualize it too much, because you tie yourself in a knot and you can't get out of it. You get really super confused about it. These insights come mainly through your own direct experience. How do we gain this direct experience? Is sitting on your butt, doing the meditations, Joshin Kokuyo, Hatsureiho, Seisin Toichu, seeing hands-on healing as a meditation practice, not falling asleep while you do hands-on healing, but being really focused and aware. Then, with the symbols and mantras, internalize them, seeing this as meditations where we stay focused or chant the mantras. Then do working with the precepts, really contemplating these precepts and also chanting the precepts, seeing it as a meditation practice, and Reiju as a meditation practice. So that we practice, and then one day, oh, I am the universe is me. I live in a relative reality and in the ultimate reality at the same time. So, I hope you enjoyed this little lesson teaching today. I'm going to think about it, and I'm going to have breakfast now. So I'm going to feed my relative reality. Anyway, take the time to digest it all, and I'm going to digest the porridge, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye.